Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Joy dia.
She's coming. She's coming.
Oh, it's in. Red out receipt now. Boss, let's go back.
Here, take this.
She's coming.
I know. Go to the pharmacy now.
She's coming. Oh. She's here.
Pay faster, pay safer, and pay easy with Momo app. Download now and pay with the QR code, merchant ID, and so much more.
Let me see.
She's never had a toothache before.
There might be a cavity. Don't you use Pepsodent?
We used to, but I'll try the new one.
Ah, that's why.
But doesn't every toothpaste give cavity protection?
Not really. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter repairs tiny invisible holes to give 10 times stronger teeth. Will you trust Pepsodent?
Definitely.
Pepsodent, 10 times stronger teeth.
Use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter.
You know the now. You are living the now. You feel secure in the now. But what about tomorrow?
Grandpa, chase me.
What happens when you can no longer do the things you love? What happens to your loved ones when you are no longer here? Get Mikakrawa from Prudential Life now and protect your future and that of your loved ones. With as little as 3 Ghana cedis, Mikakrawa covers you in case of death, total and permanent disability, or critical illness.
Saga, Abraboy, Uncle Tabu, a dead and Danny, the plan of Dutch, 45 city, intimate Tordine, no sweet Miss Everboard Dutch. Fafus this year, Nadal, star 778 ash. Oh, I'm telling you this year. Come with this year. Come with this year. Make a drama.
Increasing over its domain, or it is decreasing over its domain. Selling true. You're right. With the same preamble.
Hey, child school is brilliant. My son will attend the school at all costs. Hey, let me call Adwa. What? I shock safe. Listen. Our son will attend the school at all costs.
Send money home.
Listen, I'm sending some more money for him, okay? Right. Oh, right now. Make sure you pieces here. Yeah, okay, right.
Fast and easy. Draw me to pay. Help you make the most of your money. Needs send fire to pay. Draw me to pay.
Jupe Money Transfer. Send money home to family and loved ones from the US and Canada. Download the Jupe app, send money with your school code, and your school gets $20 on your first transaction for any school project of their choice. For your school code and for more information, visit www.jupe.co. Download the app to join the Jupe train. Jupe Money Transfer. Meet a need. Send via Jupe.
We are pleased to introduce you to our 3D Science application. 3D Science is an innovative science application designed to revolutionize the teaching of STEM, particularly biology, physics, and chemistry in the classroom. The application works offline, requires no internet after initial download, and is very affordable. We encourage school from basic level to tertiary and parents to engage us on how to benefit from the 3D Science application. The application is suitable for GES syllabus, Cambridge, and the American Common Core. For more info, contact Knowledge Resort on call or WhatsApp.
Hello everyone. You are welcome to the 1/8 stage of the 2025 National Championship of the National Science and Maths Quiz. This is the 7th contest at this stage, and we have competing Serwaa Nyarko Girls Senior High School, St. Hubert Seminary Senior High School, and Adisadel College. Let's meet the contestants. Serwaa Nyarko Girls Senior High School is represented by
Ojijateko Abigail, Kwa Amankwa Beatrice.
Serwaa Nyarko Girls Senior High School is coming through the prelim stages. Tell us, how was your experience at the prelim stage, and what should we expect from you?
So it was a very interesting experience, and we are here to give up our best.
Okay, best wishes to you. St. Hubert Seminary Senior High School is represented by
Smila Warif, Paula Rosario Squisi,
St. Hubert Seminary Senior High School. They enter the 1/8 stage as the seeded school. How was your experience been preparing for the 2025 edition, and what should we expect from you?
It was a nice experience, and by the grace of God, we are here to win.
Okay, best wishes to you as well. Our third school is Adisadel College, and they are represented by
Emmanuel, Bonnie, Arthur, David Kweku Ahen.
Adisadel College is also coming through from the prelim stages. Adisadel, tell us, how was the experience at the prelim stage, and what should we expect from you?
All right, so it was a nice experience at the prelims, and we are here to win today's contest. And the best of all is that the good Lord is with us.
Best wishes, Adisadel College. The National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOL PLC and supported by Momo from MTN, Joy News, Pepsodent, Prudential Life Insurance, Jupe Money Transfer, Truster AI, Adanse Travels, Rwand Air, Kivo Gari, Spin City Laundromat, Coronation Insurance, Secure Sanitary Pad, Accra College of Medicine, Academic City University College, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Imago from Hashcom, GTP, and YFM. My name is Dr. Thelmohine J. I'm a senior lecturer at the School of Pharmacy, University of Ghana, Legon, and I'm your quiz mistress. This is a Primetime production. Some rules of engagement to our schools. We'll have this contest in 5 rounds. We'll start in round 1. And here I would ask you a series of questions that will test your understanding of concepts and theories you have learned in chemistry, mathematics, biology, and physics. If a question comes to your school as a main question, you have 30 seconds to give an answer if it involves calculations. There are no calculations. I'll take your answer in 10 seconds. In each instance, you have 1 attempt. I'll take your answer in 1 attempt. A correct answer will earn you 3 points. An incorrect answer, no penalty. Another school can ring for that question as a bonus. The first school that rings their bell has the opportunity to answer for a bonus. And a bonus question is worth 1 point if answered correctly. If it's answered wrongly, then there's a penalty point of 1. If you want to ring for a bonus question, you wait for me to rule, or the bell is rung to show that the school is out of time, and then you can take that as a bonus. In this round, I'll start with Serwaa Nyarko girls. The contest starts with a preamble to all schools. How many electrons, 30 seconds for this, how many electrons are needed to balance the given half reaction in acidic medium? Serwaa Nyarko, IO4 minus to I minus. Yes.
So we have 6 electrons.
No. Adisadel College.
8 electrons.
Yes, it's 8 electrons. Adisco. So are we going to cheer like this after every question? Hey, we won't finish this contest. Please be measured, please. St. Hubert, ClO3 minus to Cl minus. Go ahead. Yes.
4 electrons.
No. Yes, Adisadel.
6 electrons.
Yes, it's 6. Adisadel, your own question. NO3 minus to NH4 plus. Yes, David.
8 electrons.
Yes, it's 8 electrons. A preamble. A particle of mass, 2.0 kilograms, moves along the y-axis such that its position is given by y equals 0.50 meters plus a sine omega t, where a equals 0.20 meters and omega equals 4.0 radians per second. Do you have that preamble? I'll take it again. A particle of mass 2.0 kilogram moves along the y-axis such that its position is given by y equals 0.50 meters plus a sine omega t. So sine, bracket open, omega t, bracket closed, where a equals 0.20 meters and omega equals 4.0 rad per second. Find the position of the particle when its acceleration is Serwaa Nyarko, 1.6 meters per second squared.
0.40 meters.
Yes, that's correct. St. Hubert, negative 2.4 meters per second squared. Go ahead.
So we have 0.20 meters.
No. Yes, Serwaa Nyarko girls.
0.60 meters.
No. Adisadel, 0.16 meters per second squared.
.49 meters.
Repeat that.
0.49 meters.
Yes, that's correct. St. Hubert, your answer was 0.65. 0.65 meters. A preamble. Name the edible parts. Name the edible parts of the following plant. Serwaa Nyarko. Sweet potato or sweet potato.
The fruit.
No. A bonus to Adisadel.
The tuber. That's the root tuber.
I'd accept it. St. Hubert, cabbage. Cabbage. Yes.
The leaves.
Yes, that's correct. Adisadel, hibiscus. Hibiscus. Yes, go ahead.
The flower.
Yes, it's the flowers. Express a preamble. Express the given number as a sum of two squares of natural numbers. Okay, express the given number as a sum of two squares of natural numbers. Serwaa Nyarko, 193.
So we have 11 squared plus 9 squared.
No. Adisadel.
12 squared plus 7 squared.
Yeah, that's correct. St. Hubert, 145. Go ahead. It's your main question.
12 squared plus 1 squared.
Yes, that's correct. Adisadel, 157. Yes.
Right. 11 squared plus 6 squared.
Yes, that's correct. Serwaa Nyarko. The temperature of a gas decreases from 500.0 Kelvin to 300.0 Kelvin, while its volume remains constant. If the initial pressure of the gas is 250 kilopascals, what is its final pressure in kilopascals?
$150 kilopascal.
Yes, that's correct. St. Hubert. A sample of gas has volume 500.0 centimeter cube at 300.0 Kelvin. At what temperature is the volume 750 centimeter cube if pressure remains constant? Yes.
So we have 450 Kelvin.
Repeat that.
450 Kelvin.
Yes, that's correct. Adisadel. A sample of gas initially has pressure 120 kilopascals in a volume of 2.0 dm cube. The temperature remains constant while the volume expands to 3.5 dm cube. What is the new pressure of the gas in kilopascals?
Right, so the new pressure is 69 kilopascal.
Yes, that's correct. preamble. Find the equivalent capacitance of a capacitor network made up of C1 in series with a parallel combination of C2 and C3, given that. Find the equivalent capacitance of a capacitor network made up of C1 in series with a parallel combination of C2 and C3, given that Serwaa Nyarko, C1 is 2.0 millifarad, C2 is 2.0 millifarad, and C3 is 6.0 millifarad.
$1.6 millifarad.
Yes, that's correct. St. Hubert, C1 is 3 microfarad, C2, 3 microfarad, C3, 3 microfarad. Yes.
2 microfarad.
That's correct. Adisadel, C1 is 8 nanofarad, C2 is 4 nanofarad, and C3 is 4 nanofarad. Yes.
4 nanofarad.
That's correct. A preamble. Color blindness is a sex-linked inherited condition controlled by a recessive allele. Using the symbols X and Y for the sex chromosomes and capital N and small n, so uppercase N and lowercase n, for the alleles for normal and defective color vision. State the genotypes of the given conditions. I'll take it again. Color blindness is a sex-linked, inherited condition controlled by a recessive allele. Using the symbols, so uppercase X and uppercase Y for the sex chromosomes, and uppercase N and lowercase n for the alleles for normal and defective color vision, respectively. State the genotypes of the given condition. Serwaa Nyarko, a color-blind male.
Capital N, superscript X, small n, superscript Y.
No. St. Hubert.
Capital X, superscript N, that's small n, and capital Y.
Yes, that's correct. St. Hubert, a normal, non-carrier female. Yes, worry.
Capital X, superscript, capital N, and capital X, superscript, capital N.
Yes, that's correct. Adisadel, a career female.
Yeah. Capital X, superscript, capital N, capital X, superscript, small n.
Yes, that's correct. A preamble. 2 fair dice are thrown. Find the probability of the given event. Serwaa Nyarko, the total score is 8, and both scores are even numbers.
2 on 5.
No. St. Hubert.
3 on 5.
No. St. Hubert. The total score is 8. And both scores are odd numbers. Yes.
2 on 5.
No. Yes, Adisadel.
1 on 18.
Yes, that's correct. Adisadel. The total score is 6, and both scores are even numbers.
One on 18.
Yes, that's correct. Serwaa Nyarko, your answer was 1 on 12. 1 on 12. That brings us to the end of round 1.
Available in many gold stations nationwide.
Alumni around the world, we are Jupay Money Transfer, a remittance organization that makes it easy to send funds from USA, UK, and Canada to Ghana. Last year, we proudly sponsored the National Science and Math Quiz and supported schools through our promo code initiative. Indeed, it was an honor to visit the schools, the teachers, coordinators, and the brilliant students. We are excited to discover the amazing project the schools are going to use our presentations for. This year, we are excited to continue. For every use of your school's promo code, your alma mater receives $20 to support developmental projects and initiatives. Send money, support your school, and make a difference today. Meet a need, send via Jupay.
Dear Muggers, please download the Jupay app and use the promo code SCIENCE when sending money down to Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you, Jupay Money Transfer. Money, meet a need, send fire Jupay. Charm it Jupay.
Okay. Before we go on to round 2, there are some protests here I'd like to address. So, St. Hubert and Serwaa Nyarko, they are both protesting at Disco's bonus answer for the part of the plant that is edible. Okay, so before I start, the only answer I considered from Adisadel is the first answer. They said tuber. So I was contemplating whether to accept the answer, and then they said root tuber. I didn't consider root tuber. I took only the first answer. So like I said, it's only one attempt. And the answer is acceptable because the question said, name the edible part of the plant. It didn't say which part of the plant is edible. So the name, so that is actually why I contemplated the answer before I accepted it. So the name of the root of sweet potato is tuber. If they had said root, I would have accepted it. Tuber is an acceptable answer as well. So sometimes when the question is set and we moderate it, but we don't contemplate all the answers that can be said. But that answer is acceptable because of how the question was phrased. If you had said which part of the sweet potato is edible, I wouldn't have accepted tuber because the part is the root. So that is not, I can't uphold that. St. Hubert is also protesting the math probability question. And I wish the math consultant was here, but I'm sure I'll do justice to it. So the question was, 2 fair dice are thrown. Find the probability of the given event. So when 2 fair dice are thrown, what's the sample space? It's all the number combinations you can have, right? And that is 36. And then it says find the probability that the score is 8, and both scores are even. So the probability that the total score is 8, you can have 2, 6, 4, 4, 6, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3. But for both scores to be even, you can only have 2, 6, 4, 4, 6, 2. So that's 3 on 30. Oh, yeah, that's 3 on 36, 1 on 12. So that's it. The same for St. Hubert. So the sample space is 36. It's not 5. Their challenge is that the sample space should have been 5. That one is a non-starter. It's 18. Before you deal with the event, it's not what? Hold on. No. The sample space didn't say that it should sum up to it. That's not the sample space. The sample space is that 2 fair dice are thrown. So this is what it says. Listen. 2 fair dice are thrown. Find the probability of the given event. Yes, the mathematician. Or what I'm saying doesn't make sense. Yes. Like I said, some of these questions, I'll straight away go to the math consultant, but this one, I knew that it doesn't hold. It doesn't. Yes. No, we don't use AI to check mathematics questions. You have a point. Hold on. What, the argument won't do anything. Hold on. Mic off.
Energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP, who feel ya? Huh? Who be feel? Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
At the end of the first round, the scores are Serwaa Nyarko Girls Senior High School, 8 points. St. Hubert Seminary Senior High School, 15 points. Adisadel College, 29 points. That brings us to round 2. Adisadel, please, and especially in the next round. You can't be standing and shouting after every question, please. Okay. Round 2. This is the speed race. In this round, each question that is read out is open to all the schools at the same time. If you believe you have an answer, you ring your bell. I'll stop and allow you to give your answer. If you are the first school with the correct answer, you earn 3 points. If your answer is incorrect, a second school can answer for 2 points. If that answer is incorrect, then a third school can answer for 1 point. At any time, you lose 1 point from the marks you've accrued if your answer is incorrect, or you ring the bell, you are called upon, then you waste time, dilly-dally, give answers that are not answers, paraphrasing your answers, and the bell goes. We would move on to the next school, and then you lose a precious point. Also, for orderliness, when you ring your bell, even if you believe you are the school that should be called, wait till your name is called, or the name of your school is called, so that when you answer, you don't risk the chance of giving your answer away if you are not the school. Is that good? Okay. The speed race is sponsored by Truster AI, your real-world experience. So our first question for the speed race, What name is given to the type of inflorescence characterized by a dense cluster of small flowers arranged on a flat receptacle? Capitulum. In which type of environment does external fertilization normally occur?
Environment.
Repeat that.
Aquatic environment.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, so you have to wait for the name of your school to be called. Yes, okay. Name the process involved in the negative feedback loop when blood glucose concentration in humans is low. Yes, Adisadel College.
So it is gluconeogenesis.
No. So it's the other one, glycogenolysis, okay? Because then glucose is low, so you want to get glucose. You break down glycogen. Okay. Find the cosecant of the angle of refraction when light is incident at 45 degrees from air into flint glass of refractive index 1.45. Yes, Adisadel.
2.1.
Yeah, I would accept it. Find the reactance of a 15 millihenry inductor at 8.0 kilohertz. Yes, Adisadel.
We have 75 ohms.
No. Find the resultant of a 16 Newton force and a 12 Newton force, which make an angle of pi on 3, leaving your answer as a said. Yes, Adisadel.
4 root 37 newtons.
No. So I have root 229 newtons. And for the second question, I omitted to give the answer. It's 0.75 kilo ohms. Determine the empirical formula of a compound if an 18.0 gram sample contains 5.40 grams of aluminium, 6.20 grams of phosphorus, and the remainder is oxygen. Yes, Adisadel.
AlPO2.
That's correct. So, given this list, magnesium, gallium, aluminium, beryllium, boron, pick the most non-metallic element. Yes, Adisadel.
Boron.
Yes, it's boron. Give the simplest ratio of coefficients of reactants and products in the same order as in the reaction. Aluminium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid goes to aluminium sulfate plus water when balanced. Yes, Adisadel.
2:3:1:6.
That's correct. Solve for x from the equation, the expression x minus 3 raised to the power, the expression x minus 3
is equal to 3 or x is equal to 4.
That's correct. Find the factorized equation of the quadratic curve with x-intercept x equals 1, x equals 3, and y-intercept y equals 9. Yes, Serwaa Nyarko.
So we have y is equal to 2 brackets multiplying. In the first bracket, x minus 1. And in the second bracket, x minus 3. Multiplying 3.
Yes, that's correct. So, I think no matter what, students will find ways to give the answer while they are calculating. Because if you are calculating, you start from 3 before you give the expressions. But they'll start with the expressions and bring 3. So you'd always find ways. Our last question for the round. Find the equation of the line 5x plus 3y equals 15. After a reflection in the line, y equals x.
So we have 3x plus 5y equals 15.
Equals
15.
Yes, that's correct. That brings us to the end of round 2.
Energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
Before we go on to round 3, Adisadel College is challenging their physics question that they were to find the magnitude of the resultant force between a 16 and a 12 Newton force. If you had pi on 3, that's the angle between them. And the answer was 4 root 37 newtons, which is actually correct. At the end of round 2, the scores are Serwaa Nyarko Girls Senior High School, 11 points. St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School, 18 points. Adisadel College, 48 points. Round 3. Round 3 is the round of the problem of the day. And in this round, a common problem will be presented to all 3 schools. And you are to provide a solution on your screen. You have 4 minutes to do that. At the end of 4 minutes, a bell will go indicating that you should take your seat so that I can come to your screen and evaluate your solutions. When I come back to my seat, I'll present the solution from the consultant and explain how the marks were awarded. In this round, if you're able to score 10 out of 10, you earn the NSMQ star from Prudential Life Insurance. And at this stage, it is worth 2,400 Ghana cedis, 600 cedis each to the 3 contestants and their teacher. The NSMQ star is proudly sponsored by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. For every life, for every future. Now you can stand in front of your screens. Take the sheet with the problem of the day. You can flip it around whilst we read it together. Okay, the compound with the molecular formula C6H12O is known to have a carbonyl group. Given that this compound produces no visible change when an alkaline solution of ammoniacal silver nitrate is added to it, write the systematic name of 5 constitutional isomers of this compound. Start work. Stop work. You can take your seat. The schools have presented their solutions. I will present the solution from the chemistry consultant. They were given a compound, they were given its molecular formula, and they were told that it has a carbonyl group. They were also told that this compound produces no visible change when an alkaline solution of ammoniacal silver nitrate is added to it. So they had to write the systematic name of 5 different constitutional isomers of this compound. Okay. So given that the compound has a carbonyl group, it's either an aldehyde or a ketone. However, we've been told that it gives a negative Tollens test. So the alkaline solution of ammoniacal silver nitrate is a Tollens test. So the compound here can only be a ketone. Okay. So that means you have to work around and find the constitutional isomers of a ketone with 6 carbon atoms. And these are the 6 possible constitutional isomers: 2-hexanone or hexan-2-one, 3-hexanone, 3-methyl-pentan-2-one or 3-methyl-2-pentanone, 4-methyl-pentan-2-one, 2-methyl-pentan-3-one, and 3,3-dimethyl-butan-2-one. Okay, from the solutions from the schools. St. Hubert was able to right? Hexan or 2-hexanone, 3-hexanone, and 2-methyl-pentan-3-one. Right, but the writing has to be spot on. Okay, so because it's a systematic name, so the 2 is followed by a hyphen, the methyl is followed by a hyphen, 3, like that. They left some hyphens here and there, so I'll penalize them for that, and so they have 5 out of 10. Serwaa Nyarko was able to identify hexan 2-one, hexan 3-one, and also 2-methyl-pentan 3-one. So they had 6 out of 10. Adisadel was able to identify hexan 2-one or 2-hexanone, 3-hexanone. They were able to do 3-methyl-2-pentanone. They were able to do 4-methyl-2-pentanone, right? And the last one, so that what I was talking to them about that day. So it should be 3,3-dimethyl-butan-2-one. And they made it 2,2-dimethyl-3-butanone. Because the main, what's the word? Functional group. Yes, should have the lowest number before the substituents. So they have 8 out of 10. That brings us to the end of round 3. Round 4. This is a true or false round. And here, each question that comes to your school, you have to indicate if the statement that is read out is true or false. A correct answer will fetch you 2 points. An incorrect answer, a penalty point of 1. Before we go on to round 4, St. Hubert Seminary would like Goli to come on for Smiler. Round 4. In this round, for each question that comes to your school, you have to indicate if the statement is true or false. A correct answer will earn you 2 points. An incorrect answer, a penalty point of 1. If you decline to answer and you are bailed out, another school can ring for your question for the same points. 2 if the answer is incorrect, a penalty point of 1 if the answer is incorrect. In this round, Jupe Money Transfer has the Jupe Money Transfer $20 promo, where during this NSMQ season, if alumni abroad send money to Ghana using the Jupe Money Transfer, there will be $20 per transaction donated to the school for developmental projects in the school. Alumni are encouraged to check the NSMQ social media pages for their school's promo code. In this round, I'll start with Serwaa Nyarko. Serwaa Nyarko girls, catalyst. Change the mechanism of a reaction to provide a lower activation energy pathway.
False.
No, it's true. St. Hubert, for a first-order reaction, the half-life is dependent only on the initial concentration.
True.
No, it's false. Adisadel, for a given reaction, the rate constant increases with temperature because the activation energy decreases. Yes.
False.
Yes, it's false. They have 30 seconds for this set of questions. And this is a preamble. The average radius of 3 balls is 3 millimeters. If the radiuses of the balls are, the average radius of 3 balls is 3 millimeters. If the radiuses of the balls are, Serwaa Nyarko, 3 millimeters, 3 millimeters, and 3 millimeters.
False.
No, it's true. St. Hubert, 0.4 centimeters, 0.2 centimeters, and 0.3 centimeters.
True.
Yes, it's true. Adisadel, 0.5 centimeters, 0.3 centimeters, and 0.2 centimeters. Yes.
False.
Yes, it's false. A preamble. In spermatogenesis, Serwaa Nyarko, the primary spermatocyte is diploid.
False.
No, it's true. St. Hubert, the spermatid is diploid.
False.
Yes, it's false. Adisadel, the sperm is diploid.
False.
Again.
False.
Yes, it's false. For a preamble, they have 30 seconds. For all real values of x, Serwaa Nyarko, x squared plus 2x plus 3 is greater than 0.
True.
Yes, it's true. St. Hubert, x squared minus 4x plus 3 is greater than 0.
True.
No, it's false. Adisadel, x squared minus 10x plus 27 is greater than 0.
True.
Yes, it's true. Serwaa Nyarko, a chiral carbon A chiral carbon atom must have 4 different substituents.
True.
Yes, that's true. St. Hubert. All molecules with a chiral carbon atom are optically active.
True.
No, it's false. Adisadel. Enantiomers rotate plane polarized light in the same direction.
False.
Yes, that's false. A preamble. A point charge is located at the origin. A point charge is located at the origin. The equipotentials associated with the charge are Serwaa Nyarko radial.
False.
Yes, that's correct. St. Hubert. Closed.
False.
No, it's true. Adisadel. Coaxial. Yes.
True.
No, it's false. Serwaa Nyarko, a woody dicotyledonous plant, possesses a vascular cambium, but a herbaceous dicotyledonous plant does not.
False.
Yes, that's false. St. Hubert. Both dicotyledonous and monocotyledonous roots possess an endodermis.
False.
No, it's true. Adisadel. Both woody and herbaceous dicotyledonous plants produce bud meristems.
True.
Yes, that's true. Our last set of questions for this round. 30 seconds. They have 30 seconds. The given linear transformation has an inverse. Serwaa Nyarko, T such that x, y maps into x minus y, x plus y. Go ahead.
True.
Yes, that's true. St. Hubert, T such that x, y maps into x minus y, negative x plus y.
False.
Yes, that's false. Adisadel, T such that x, y maps into 2x plus y, x minus 2y.
True.
Yes, that's true. And that brings us to the end of round 4. Nyarko Girls Senior High School, 24 points. St. Hubert Seminary Senior High School, 24 points. Adisadel College, 69 points. Round 5. In the final round of this contest, you will be presented with a set of clues to 4 different riddles to assist you to solve for the riddles. At any time while the clues are being read, if you have an answer, you ring your bell. I'll stop and allow you to give your answer. If it's a correct answer on the first clue, you have 5 points. If it's on the second clue, you have 4 points. After that, any answer is worth 3 points. There's no penalty for giving an incorrect answer, only that you lose your opportunity in that particular riddle, and you have to wait for your turn for the next one. In this round, God is happy to give you some money if you are able to solve 3 or 4 riddles correctly. 3 correct riddles will fetch you 1,200 cedis, and 4 correct riddles will fetch you 1,600 Ghana cedis. This Goil Riddle Bonanza is proudly sponsored by Goil, Good Energy. So to the clues for our first riddle. I am a configuration of electric charge. I am the second in a series of elementary charge distributions. My electric field varies as the inverse cube of distance from my center. I am physically realized by 2 separated equal but opposite charges. I am literally 2 poles of electric charge.
Electric dipole.
Yes, I'm electric dipole. I am a phytohormone synthesized in nearly all plant tissues. I am also produced by some plant pathogenic fungi. I am traditionally recognized for my role in plant stress responses.
Abscisic acid.
That's correct. Our next riddle. Our next riddle. I am a colorless liquid with a characteristic sweet smell. I am a hydrocarbon commonly found in crude oil. I am a member of the BTX group, the mixture of 3 aromatic hydrocarbons commonly obtained from petroleum refining. I am widely used as a solvent in paints, adhesives, and
turpentine.
No. I am widely used as a solvent in paints, adhesives, and resins. I am more reactive than benzene towards electrophilic substitution. I am the methyl substituted.
Toluene.
Yes, I'm toluene. Okay. Yes. So yes, I would have accepted methyl benzene as well. Our last riddle. I am a type of polygon. For any polygon, I fit my outline in the most ways possible. For
regular polygon.
that is correct. Because Adisadel College was able to answer all 4 riddles correctly, they win 1,600 cedis in the goal riddle bonanza. Congratulations, Adisadel. Adisadel College, can we please round up? Okay. Thank you for joining us for this contest. We look forward to welcome you for the next contest, which promises to be exciting. The National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOL PLC and supported by Momo from MTN, Joy News, Pepsodent, Prudential Life Insurance, Jupe Money Transfer, Truster AI, Adisadel Travels, Rowan Air, Kivo Gari, Spain City Laundromat, Coronation Insurance, Secure Sanitary Pad, Accra College of Medicine, Academic City University, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Imago from Hashcom, GTP, and YFM. At the end of the contest, here are the scores. Serwaa Nyarko Girls Senior High School, 24 points. St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School, 24 points. Adisadel College, 82 points. Congratulations to Adisadel College for winning this contest convincingly and qualifying for the quarterfinal stage. Well done. Because your score is the highest for the day, you will win the Pepsodent Highest Scorer Award. And at this stage, it is worth 2,000 Ghana cedis. The Pepsodent Highest Scorer Award is sponsored by Pepsodent. Every smile matters. My name is Talmohine J, your quiz mistress, and this is a Primetime production.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will fill ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.